At no point in human history has it been as easy to be male as it is today. The traditional burdens of masculinity, grueling labor, military service, and the expectation to provide for a family, are largely relics of the past. Yet, despite this unprecedented freedom, at no point in human history have men ever been as whiny, pathetic, and self-pitying as they are today. While women and girls are tasked with navigating increasingly demanding societal and social expectations, men bask in their privilege, lamenting their manufactured struggles and wallowing in self-indulgence. They live easier, more sterilized, pampered lives than both the men before them and women. They don't have to deal with the physical stressors of farm labor or war like men historically did, and yet they also don't have to deal with the psychological minefield of social scrutiny, judgment, creepy sex jokes, and two-faced backstabbing that women still go through every day. It is truly rich that these pampered excuses for men have the audacity to say it is women who live on tutorial mode. Ever notice how the easier it gets to be male, the more vitriolic and spiteful men get towards women and the world at large? The rise of misogynist psychopaths like Andrew Tate was fueled by coddled soft 12-year-old boys whose biggest hardship in life was losing a video game console. It was fueled by boys who've been pampered by a litany of therapists, over-attentive mothers, and media outlets saying that nothing is their fault and that things like girls doing better in school is oppressive to them. There is now an army of creepy porn-addicted boys told that they are the victim, and not the girls who have to sit next to them and put up with their crap. In fact, schools may even encourage girls to sit next to the weird boy. Society gladly sacrifices the mental health of girls. God forbid we have another school shooting. Weak men are the threat to women, not strong men. Weak men are, in fact, a threat to all of society. Consider the absurdity of modern male complaints. Addiction to pornography, for instance, is framed not as a personal failing but as a national health crisis, conveniently shifting responsibility away from the individual. Violent outbursts like school shootings, disproportionately committed by young men, are met with a chorus of sympathy for the perpetrator, who is often painted as a victim of society. Even when men behave abhorrently, such as engaging in vile misogyny or harassing women, there's an uncanny tendency to rationalize their actions and portray them as misunderstood. Meanwhile, the actual victims, the women and girls subjected to their cruelty, are ignored, trivialized, or told to stop being so dramatic. The disparity between the realities faced by men and women has never been starker. While men languish in self-pity, women are expected to excel in every sphere of life, education, career, appearance, and relationships, despite facing systemic barriers at every turn. And if they should fall out of line for a second, they'll find themselves on a Karen cringe compilation. Meanwhile, how many mentally unstable weak males misbehave every day and are excused for it? Feminism, while empowering women in many ways, has also inadvertently made life harder for them by raising expectations without fundamentally dismantling the systems of male privilege. Men, on the other hand, have seen their expectations plummet, yet they continue to reap outsized rewards they are not worthy of. They still get more promotions, publications, and are taken more seriously in every sphere of life. And no, it's not just the top 10% of valuable men, as incels like Sam Bankman-Fried also make it to the top. Yet despite these privileges, most men still choose to sit on their ass all day watching porn and playing video games. Given how low the bar is for men, it is literally so easy to stand out just for being halfway decent. Yet for women the bar keeps soaring ever higher into the heavens. They work more for less reward and recognition. Modern men no longer work on farms, march to war, or shoulder the historical responsibilities of their gender. Instead, they exist in a society that caters to their every need. Entertainment, technology, and even societal narratives bend over backward to ensure their comfort. For instance, if a bunch of man-child gamers whine that a female video game character isn't pretty enough or a Sonic character wasn't animated correctly for a movie, society actually accommodates their preference with little resistance. Where is the meme portraying these so-called men as whiny entitled Karens? Where is the societal scorn for these incel man-children? Yet, despite this unprecedented privilege, this king-like treatment they receive, men have never been more petulant and seething. They are quick to complain about their supposed hardships, as if the elimination of traditional burdens has left them so comfortable and coddled that they've started inventing struggles. And what's even worse is that society actually buys into it. The issue isn't that men have it harder today, it's that they've never had it easier. And yet, rather than rising to the occasion, they've chosen to descend into an unprecedented state of fragility and self-pity. In a world where men are cosseted and coddled at every turn, their ceaseless whining is not just pathetic, it's a glaring indictment of how little they've done with the opportunities handed to them. If men continue down this path of indulgence and victimhood, they will ultimately become irrelevant to the progress of a world that no longer needs their excuses. And frankly, they'll deserve it.